The Virgin Mother, the grieving mother. This Mary is a global icon. But the real Mary has been erased from history. This is her real story.
One of the big questions in my field of biblical studies is, who's the founder of Christianity? You would first say Jesus. You know what my answer is? Mary.
If the story of Jesus is the greatest story ever told, the story of Mary is the greatest story never told.
She's the best known woman in human history, and yet the least known. You know, there are really about only a dozen texts mentioning Mary in the New Testament.
I think it's important work to sleuth and uncover Mary because she's so pivotal.
I'm following a trail. I'm tracking Mary. She has to be excavated. I've actually got my hands dirty and got down to the Roman street level where Jesus walked to try to get at the historical Mary.
The real Mary was a revolutionary.
The Romans literally crushed everything. When Herod the Great dies in 4 BC, revolts break out all over the country. And one of the main revolts is just 4 miles to the north of Nazareth. 2,000 people crucified up and down the road. Mary would have seen all of that. What was it like for a mother with a nursing child to witness that kind of horror and violence?
The real Mary was not always a virgin.
The Gospel of Mark mentions 4 brothers. Her husband Joseph disappears from the story early on. Mary, a single mother, a widow, raising these children alone in revolutionary times. Even the names that she gives them, James, Joseph, Simon, and Jude, these are revolutionary names. It's almost like naming your child Fidel or Che in the 60s.
The real Mary taught Jesus.
She's a dynamic Jewish mother running the household herself. When I read the Sermon on the Mount, I'm hearing Mary turn the other cheek. Don't worry. If somebody hits you, bless them. Don't curse them.
The real Mary was the founder of Christianity.
When the charismatic leader of a movement dies, it's shocking to everyone. How are they held together? Mary is the glue of the movement. Because not only Jesus is her son, but the one who took over is her next-born son, James, and then Simon, who is her 3rd son.
In the beginning days of Christianity, women were included, but eventually Mary is then cast aside in favor of the all-male stories about Jesus and the 12.
People think of Mary as the mother of God. I think of her more as the godmother of this revolutionary movement.
She was courageous, she was intelligent, she was fiercely loyal, and she was the kind of woman that I would like to be.
Church fathers tried to bury her, but the real Mary has now been found. It's time we tell her story.